welcome guys by the new stream. Let me see if the sound is good. I think it is. Let me check. Let me actually get the chat going. It's time to cook. Bull market, final bull market exit plan, just for the culture. Because I know that like a lot of you guys are still holding some spot positions, and maybe underwater, don't know what to do with it. Like what's like now a valid approach you can have in the market. The main question is always, are we gonna up? Are we gonna go down? I think they will trigger final dopamine levels for some altcoins, not all, but some, yes. I think ETH can also still make a new all-time high, because on the 4x ETH chart we didn't sweep higher time frame plus range high. Bitcoin, we just need to see. If we start reaccumulating here, we would definitely will go higher, otherwise not. Let me check. Let me share the stream in the TG. Also on Twitter, my locked Twitter account, damn, that gave a lot of peace of mind. Check. Boo. Bull cycle, final order exit plan. So we are live. Let me see who is here. Welcome, Wycrest, Sabina, 100, Dylan, Billy, Raphael, Philip, Rio, House, Who's, Funded, Kendall, Wyckoff Sniper, Shana, SVR. Welcome, boys and girls. It's time to cook. No music today. Like I have a little bit of a headache, so we're just gonna take it easy. I might also don't talk for some time, because then I'm just cooking, you know. Let me actually get my Excel sheet going, because I want to know which charts we need to look at. All right, so bull market, final bull market exit plan in final quarter. We're just gonna hop through all the data, right? So first chart we need to check is Bitcoin, of course. If you just look at the Bitcoin index chart with all the data, we are at the trend line that have marked every top so far. 2017, official con cycle top 2021, and right now we are here as well. So also we pumped like from bear market lows to current to the current high, 715%. So staying overly bullish on Bitcoin is not valid in my opinion. We are definitely showing some distribution of price behavior. We are already pumped 700%. Can we reaccumulate here and send even way higher? Yes. Is it still valid to hold 100% of your positions? In my opinion, no. But I'm not a financial, I don't give financial advice, but so you do you. But the data is we pumped 700% from bear market lows. We are currently at a trend line that have marked every top. If I go on the 2 month, it's definitely showing some signs of selling, right? So if you just look at candle formations, wick. Now, if we accumulate, you get wick, and it's an accumulation. Same here, it was more an internal one. Wick. Do you see how we left liquidity behind? So it was super high probable to go higher. This is not how we form tops. Wick, selling, wick, selling. So that's just only looking at candles, right? But in the end, like I can do higher time frame plus TA right here, but does it really matter? No. Like it only matters, like the only valid reason to keep holding Bitcoin is if you are for 10 years, 20 years in this game. But I think most of you guys don't have that much capital that you can play that long-term game. And I would still recommend never play that long-term game. Just make sure you get every swing point, swing point, swing point, swing point, swing point, swing points, with a clear invalidation, with a clear target. That's how you trade. That's how you make a lot of money, with a clear invalidation. Holding Bitcoin right now, or for example, buying Bitcoin right now, literally right now you press on the buy button because you think we go to 1 million in the next year. Is it possible? It's possible, but there is no clear invalidation. Where are you gonna put your stop loss? If we go here, I close my position. And if we go here, I'm gonna TP. Like, there is no valid target and TP and invalidation. But for example, if we create a lower time frame, mid time frame Wyckoff right here, and you have a clear Wyckoff, you put your stop loss here, you enter here, technical target TP1, maybe new all-time high TP2, that's a valid reason. All right. So, is it not showing my screen? Chill. The hell is this? Wait. Did you guys hear what I said? Oh, fuck these. Wait. All right, plus. What the hell is this thing doing, bro? Audio input, image, screen capture. I think we are pretty back right now, but I just was like, it was already hot, getting hot in the kitchen, and you guys didn't see my screen. Nice. I think we see it right now, right? Let me know in the chat. We are so back right now, right? Fucking hell. I think we're chilling right now. All right. So, we're back. All right, so I was just overcooking, and now I'm a little bit, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Like, why is it not working smooth? But now we are back. So, I'm not gonna repeat myself again. It's pretty clear what we have on Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin, simply extreme premium pricing. That's it. Whales are not buying here. BlackRock is not buying here. BlackRock would buy in a 3-year reaccumulation range. So I don't care that that institution is buying, that this institution is buying. I don't care. They would buy here a lot. Make fear, so you sell and they buy. Can we still do this? Yes. Is there an edge right now on the chart to buy spot here with no clear invalidation? No, there's not. Create mid-time frame Wyckoff here and we can talk, because then you have a clear invalidation, clear target, and then we could potentially go to the negative fips, right? Around 140, 170. All right, so that was looking at the index chart. Now I want to look at the Bitcoin index, the Bitcoin 4 main currency pairs. So Bitcoin Euro, Bitcoin GBP, Bitcoin CF. Wait, we are live. Yeah, all right, the screen is good. So this is the Bitcoin highest liquidity pairs, all combined with each other. You also see that we are currently trading on 377 on the chart. So on this chart, you have a textbook Wyckoff Model 1 distribution. But what you don't want to see when you have a textbook Wyckoff distribution is that you cannot break main mark structure. So we could not break main mark structure. And currently on this chart, we are also accumulating. So maybe we didn't take the low out on Bitcoin USD, but we definitely did take it out right here. So this is accumulating. And that's how they are hiding, guys. They are not showing it on the obvious charts. This is a chart that no one is looking at. I'm looking at it, and this looks like a reaccumulation to me. So here we did take out the low, perfectly into market maker demand. Why is this market maker demand? Because it's backed by this Wyckoff, right? Initial range low, downtrending, pull your range from low to high, initial range low, boom, deviating the low, not deviating the high, boom, Wyckoff. This is near LPS, also nice inducement here, so we didn't hit the demand zone here, we didn't hit the demand zone here, double inducement, and now we have hit it. So like I'm actually pretty chilling, so I'm short from here, and I'm long from, where is the chart? And I'm long from here. So you need to ask yourself, is it really worth to hold higher time frame plus spot positions, for example, to go to 1 million on Bitcoin? No, simply is not valid anymore, in my opinion. But I'm not giving financial advice, you do you, but just looking at the charts and the timing where we are in right now in this cycle is not valid. Just quickly for the culture, what am I looking for on Bitcoin? I'm super interested in heavy longs if we come to this LPS zone. I'm also super interested to create just something like this. So maybe go here, go down again, and then reaccumulate. I will take like a heavy position, 5% risk if we get something like this. But I'm not here to predict, I will just react. We will also get a new range if we go higher. So trending up, initial range high, initial range low. We already have this range going on. Tap the EQ, but you only have price action in discount, right? So you also have this range from high to low. And if we go down right now, for example, you also have a new range from this low to this high. So a lot of nice ranges going on. Just wait. There were no good trades today. There were no valid trades today. I also shared it on X, so we can read this post. Good morning, account locked from here on, overcooking for the culture, no negativity, energy only, inputs output, your like, comment, I pour value. If input fades, I will vanish with the gulag and the circle. I didn't make the rules, these are mine. Monday game plan, this is not a high probability window. Sunday is for positioning. Monday, let price do its thing. I will only, like why Monday lets price do its thing? Like the market makers are activating the algorithms on Sunday again, and on Monday the dumb retail is coming into the market. So they first want to build liquidity, the market makers. So dumb liquidity is entering the market. They first want to build stop losses, and then after Monday or late New York, late London, beginning New York, first 2 hours New York, it's actually a nice window to start trading in. I will only touch late London, early New York if a valid setup prints. 2-3 hours into New York, I'm done, no fresh risk. Tuesday is when the fun begins. Market makers will have shown their hand. Market posture, weekend liquidity taken both sides, no high probability environment. So normally, you, for example, leave a liquidity low, you're pushing up on a Monday, maybe you come in some nice supply, you get a Wyckoff, it's high probability because there's still a reason to take out this weekend liquidity. Because in the weekend, there are also some retail traders trading, right? So they set their stop loss below a weekend low. Let me take a sip of my water. I'm already positioned short from all-time high, long from the current ST low. No overtrading, do the same. Focus, stop the noise, quit charting 1,000 altcoins. Like I already said it like 1,000 times. Those influencers that are only triggering your dopamine with like dumb altcoin positions where you cannot even fill a normal position on. It's all like, it doesn't make sense. Learn how to trade Bitcoin, master Bitcoin with confluences, and that's the only thing you need. Of course, I sometimes look at altcoins, so I'm now interested in a bread because a lot of selling pressure is going on. We have a Wyckoff with a super nice return to zone. I'm actually in some nice longs on Doge. So I'm also interested in new longs on Doge if we create a mid-time frame reaccumulation. Why? Elon Musk is gonna send a fucking dog to Mars or something. But that's a valid thought process. But longing a random 100 million coin if a Wyckoff prints, nice, but it's not the way to go, because you can never, like in the end, if you become a whale, so in high, if you have a high Mars account, you cannot fill 1% risk positions on those dumb coins. So why even start trading it? Well, you cannot fill big positions. It's like the shiny object syndrome. It's like the grass is greener on the other side. It's not. Like, just focus on Bitcoin. And last week there were 6 valid trades on Bitcoin. So what are we talking about then? Why even bother looking at one altcoin? If there's no trade, build the skill. Missing a trade isn't why you're stuck. Lack of skill is. Today, dropping the bull side now. That's what we're doing right now. For everyone still holding spot, underwater, waiting for the super cycle, or wanting a clean exit layout for out the most vetted rules now. I'm not in spot, but I get it. You will have a plan. By the way, guys, for everyone that's watching right now, we have 160 people in this. We have 200 people in the stream. Let me know if you follow me on X, because my account is locked right now. I still don't know what to do with it, but I have to say I like the peace of mind. I think I have already reached enough people that I want to reach, 16K followers. Gulag, 350 people in it is enough. Circle, 35 people right now is enough. But let me know if everyone in the chat is following me on X. I will quickly go to the toilet. I'm gonna sleep like 10 hours tonight. I'm a little bit sick. Alright, everyone is following. Well, because what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm just gonna post like a private live stream in the Gulag from next week, I think. Because I'm done with like too much noise. It's like giving me a headache type shit. And also, guys, make sure if you follow me, I'll put on post notifications, and it's really simple. If I post something, like, give feedback, and comment. That's what I need. If I don't see the input, it's fine for me. I will just finish with the Gulag and the circle. Because I'm not interested in wasting time on something. So going back, you guys want to know what's going to happen to altcoins. Now, if we just look at the normal E chart, we see that we did deviate our higher time frame plus range, right? And now got a retest of the trend line, basically taking also some liquidity. So yeah, we can see higher levels, but we already deviate a major level. But if you look at the ETH 4X chart, we didn't deviate the higher time frame plus range. So I still think this is the most likely scenario, something here. So that will mean that altcoins can perform, right? USDT dominance. USDT dominance is simple and higher time frame plus accumulation. We just had a 19 billion liquidation event, swing failing market structure coming into supply. The Wyckoff Model 2 is still not confirmed. Could you already pre-confirm it with here? Yes, that's also what I did. That's the reason I got in nice shorts. Can we now go to this zone? Totally possible. I'm not gonna go in this live stream on lower time frame price action, but liquidation events like this, it is like everyone has stopped out their long position. So right now, most entertaining outcome would just to go to this zone. Here, everyone will buy again, and then you get the nicest squeeze up ever on this chart. But what are our altcoins gonna do? Let me actually get a nice chart going. So this is how your altcoins are performing against Bitcoin. If this chart goes up, that means that Bitcoin is performing better than your altcoins. If this chart goes down, vice versa, right? Nah, I think it's pretty clear what we're doing right here. This is a strong low, but I think we are also making 3-month good looking high. I think if you hold spot, if you go to, let me actually check this on the lower time frame a bit. Not really good. I think your major sells, if you are holding good altcoins, right? Like, I don't care which altcoin you're holding, you need to understand not everything will pump. Like they are already playing that whole game this cycle. They will exactly pump the narrative that you're not in. You rotate, they pump the narrative you were in. Same reverse psychology will happen again. But I think the top 4 altcoins will be somewhere right here. Can we reaccumulate right now, and is that whole idea invalidated? Yes, but this is like looking like a distribution of price behavior, right? Let me actually look at some other charts. Let me cook, wait. So this chart is representing Bitcoin dominance divided by E dominance. So it means if it goes up, Bitcoin dominance will perform better than E dominance. Let me check. If it goes down, E performs better. Nah, we hit like a crazy level. So this chart can go up. So Bitcoin dominance will perform better than E dominance. So that's not good for your altcoins. Yeah, not much TA to do on this. Like I already mapped out my zones, right? And looking in one of these zones or these zones for positions on altcoins, it's valid to do. But we are not in those zones right now, so we cannot talk about that. Next chart. Definitely took a lot of liquidity here, but it's also like a big wick. You don't like these big wicks. Maybe it will take some more time, guys. So this chart represents Bitcoin dominance divided by total tree. Just get this chart going, do this, grab Bitcoin, grab ETH, grab Doge, and just compare the charts, right? And this chart nailed every top on every altcoin that you want to know. We have an initial range low here, initial range high here, no deviations of the high of the low. So yeah, that's it. If this chart goes up, that means that Bitcoin dominance is stronger than total tree. If this chart goes down, that means that total tree is stronger. So we had a crazy wick here, right? And we still have that market maker LPS demand below. So this hitting this zone, doing something like this is also a confluence for selling all your altcoin spot backs. We also have a new range from this low to this high. And yeah, accumulating here is sell all your altcoins. Now, I can talk about 20 more charts like this, but I think it's pretty clear in which phase we are right now. So yes, we can see altcoins perform for some final dopamine triggers. Just map out like every altcoin that you're in, right? If you're losing main market structure on the higher time frame, just wait for like a retest, right? So for example, if you have market structure trending up on the higher time frame and you're breaking main market structure, just wait for this. And then a redistribution here, you sell your spot backs. Don't sell here, sell here. Eventually you will get like a supply retest. Also be aware that you always have ranges. So if you look at this, you also have a range from this high to this low. For example, let me check SUI right now. So what is this like price? Yeah, we mitigated like extreme market maker demand. But you also have heavy supply here. So if you are in SUI positions, distribution in this zone is a sell. Otherwise, you can watch this zone for a sell. You also have a new range from this high to this low. Coming above this is also a sell, just looking at SUI. Then I want to quickly talk about bread. I'm really interested in looking for longs on bread. So initial range low, initial range high, deviation of range low, crazy return to zone here. So first signs of reaccumulation is a long. So maybe doing something like this, boom, initial range low, initial range high. Is a long here. So that's something I'm looking for as well. So guys, my final thoughts on how to play this cycle. It's super important that you have learned from this cycle, right? I think you made some money, you lost a lot of money, you made some money, you lost a lot of money. So eventually you need to start seeing the pattern in it, right? It's just the big market makers playing around, but they don't want to milk a cow once, they want the cow for life. And yes, you are the cow. So they will feed you wins. They will make you hyped. Then to take everything again, because you need to be like over-convinced to put in your life savings, right? They don't care about that little $250 that you put in at first. They want that 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. From the econ boys, they want the 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. Like, they don't care about the small money. And crypto is triggering like the same dopamine circuits in your brain that gambling is doing. They know that as well. They're using that as well. They have the most advanced AI algorithms that are triggering your dopamine. They know everything. They know every stop loss. They know every buy order, sell order on every exchange, and they are counter trading you. So you need to start seeing the dots, and you need to start the pattern recognition going. If you're not doing that and keep doing what you do, you will end up depressed because of crypto. Because crypto is not a nice space if you're not putting in the work, you're not learning from your mistakes. So start doing it. And also remember, guys, one alt season is not gonna make you rich. If you're trading for 2-3 years, mid-time frame Wyckoffs, and you build up some capital because you're actually trading like an actually job, and you take a nice Wyckoff Model 1 accumulation with USDT dominance distribution confluence, with confluence on the 4x Bitcoin chart, while hitting a market maker demand zone on your third tap. You take it with 5% risk, you have some capital build up, that is where the money is. Not that weird alt season that they are selling to you that is gonna make you rich. It will not. Even if you hit that big winner, right? Next you go heavier. Maybe you win it again, you go heavier. Like there is no edge. In trading you need to go to those cycles. I also went from 10K to 100K, 20K, 500K, down, up, down. Now I'm chilling because I learned from my mistakes. I'm good at pattern recognition. I learned what I was doing the whole time. But you need to start doing that, otherwise you will make the same mistakes again. All right, guys. Thanks for this stream. If there are still questions, yeah, just ask it below this stream post. So just go here, get it going under here. And yeah, I'm a little bit sick, so gonna take some good rest right now. Not much going on in the market right now. Short from all-time high on Bitcoin, long from the current ST. So I'm now over trading. I'm not watching 20,000 different altcoins. I'm watching Doge for a reaccumulation, and I'm interested in a reaccumulation on bread. Guys, that are the rules. I hope you learned something. See you in the next one.